Hey, everybody, and welcome to Davis Sports Report. We are back with you to talk about week 3 of women's basketball. And we're just going to kind of talk about what's changed, what hasn't changed, and who we think are coming, right? Like who's next. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to play the intro really quick, and then we're going to talk about it. Welcome to Davis Sports Report. Please hit the like button on your way in and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you. Okay, so really quick before we get into it, we would really like to ask that you guys help us reach 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And I'm going to go ahead and call out some South Carolina. We see you coming to watch. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you are from, let's see who we have, Dentsville, Blythewood, and Sumter, South Carolina. Go ahead, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe. We would love to have you join us and be a subscriber. So if you could do that for us, we'd appreciate it. So let's go ahead and get into it. We are going to talk about week 3, and we're going to jump right into it. The top 10 remained pretty much the same. I'm going to go ahead and add that to the stage. South Carolina is holding it down, doing what they know the assignment, so they are sticking to it. UConn, again, 3-0. USC, Texas, UCLA, Notre Dame, LSU. Now, I'll be honest with you. I don't have an issue with this list other than LSU still really hasn't played anyone. So I'm a little bit shocked that they're remaining at 7 when there's still other undefeated teams that are below them that have had a tougher schedule. So that's all I'll say about that. I do believe LSU is a great team, but just based on the schedule so far, I'm a little concerned about them still being ranked number 7. Also, we got Iowa State at number 8. Number 9 is Oklahoma, and then 10 is Kansas State. So again, that's pretty much what was expected of the top 10. Now we're going to look at the 11 through 25 because there was a bit of shifting around the 15 mark. Let's go ahead and add that one up here. So we got 11 is Maryland, Ohio State, West Virginia. Duke has made some improvements. So we've got Kentucky at number 15, and that's where a big jump has been made. Kentucky is making strides. They increased by 5. So far, Kentucky is 5-0, but outside of Louisville, they haven't really played anyone, right? So Georgia Moore is leading the team as we knew she would, making the big plays to get the buckets along with her fellow Virginia Tech teammate, Clara Strack. Added to that is Deja Lawrence and freshman Clara Silver, and you've got yourself an impressive team. But we're going to see how they do as they continue to move forward. Their next tough game is going to be November 27th against Illinois, and then December 5th against 16th ranked North Carolina. Also on this list, making a huge jump is TCU. TCU is right now ranked number 19, and previously they were unranked. But if you recall, I believe it was on the South Carolina schedule where I said they were going to play TCU, who's unranked, but I was like, let's keep our eyes open for TCU. I had a feeling they were going to be sneaky good. Haley Van Lith is playing. She's back to herself, I believe. Like she's coming through. Sedona Prince is shutting it down. She is. So all those shenanigans over the summer that she had going on, she left it there. She's meaning business on the court. So also, let's see, TCU. They had a big win over North Carolina State. It wasn't big. They only won by 3 points. Sedona Prince had 31 points, 16 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Haley Van Lith had 18 points, 10 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. And also in the double digits was Madison Connor and Taylor Bigby. And their next big game is going to be on November 29th against number 6 ranked Notre Dame. Another big fall from the top is number 20th ranked North Carolina State, and they fell 7 points. As we know, they lost their second game of the season to South Carolina, who's ranked number 1. We pretty much saw that one coming, but they also lost to TCU that we just mentioned. And that one was a bit unexpected because TCU was unrated. North Carolina State had a big fall. So let's see what North Carolina State had going on. Some games they have Isaiah James starting. Others they have the freshman Samaria Jones starting. I mean, both women are dynamic and they are consistent with their scoring of double digits. Isaiah James and Sanaya Rivers, though, that's where you're going to get your best bang for your buck because they can play both offensive and defense, and get those rebounds that North Carolina is going to need to stay in the game. North Carolina State is ice cold with those 3 pointers. I mean, they've got the shooters. Where they're lacking, though, is down low. That defense is not cutting it. Those young ladies are getting taken to town every game. Another fall is Louisville. They are now ranked number 25. And as you can see, they also have 2 losses. Louisville, while they are a very good team, they lost game 1 to UCLA and then last week to Kentucky. And lastly is going to be Alabama, who fell by 2. And even though they are still undefeated, I'm going to assume this has to do with their weak schedule, which again kind of makes me wonder why is LSU still ranked number 7, you know? So with Alabama, they won't have their next rank. They won't play another ranked team until January 9th against the 4th-ranked Texas. But before then, they will meet up with unranked California on December 5th, who has their returners Lulu Twaddell, Marta Suarez, and Iona Cremilli, along with Kayla Williams that transferred from USC. And I do think that is going to be a big test for Alabama. So I'm not sure, even though they're unranked. Yeah, I think California Cal is going to be pretty good this year. So other teams that are not in the 25 but are definitely notable are University of Miami, where the Cavenger twins are getting it in. They showing out with Natasha Marshall, who transferred from Notre Dame, and Jasmine Roberts returning. Also, Arizona Wildcats, while they haven't played anyone noteworthy, they are stomping out their competition by massive point gaps. Next big game for Arizona will be January 8th against 18th ranked Baylor and January 11th against 8th ranked Iowa State. Also, we have the Kansas Jayhawks. That's another team that hasn't played a noteworthy component, but they will match up against unranked and undefeated Lucy Olson and the Iowa Hawkeyes this week on November 20th. And we will be there to watch that game to see how that one goes. And also, Iowa Hawkeyes, as I just stated, Iowa is undefeated, and they too have been smoking their competition. Olsen has some big shoes to try to fill, and she's starting out strong this year. I mean, she's not Caitlin Clark strong, but strong nonetheless. And I'm looking forward to seeing if she can reignite the Hawkeye fans. Putting that work in right alongside Olsen is Hannah Stolke, who's getting it done on both ends of the court. Okay, so that is all that we have for you this week. Let us know what teams you think we should be watching, right? So if your team is out here getting it done and we're not seeing it, let us know in the comments section. Also, let us know what you think about LSU still being ranked number 7, even though they haven't played anyone really noteworthy as of yet. And any other teams that you want us to watch out for, guys. I am a Gator fan, and we have just been I was hoping for better things, but it hasn't happened. So please go ahead, hit the thumbs up, leave your comments in the section. Let us know who to look out for. We will see you on the next one. Hope you guys have a great week, and we'll be back with you later this week to give an update on some of these games that are happening this week that we're going to be watching out for. Have a good one. Goodbye.